Hey everyone. So, this is my first Facebook Live ever, and I wanted to use this platform because I wanted to announce something that I think is pretty exciting. All throughout the years with M3 Creative Academy, I've been encouraging students to be creative with their music. Not only do they take lessons and they play, they also compose and they explore music in a completely different way. I want to encourage that composition even a little bit more right now. And it's going to be related to one of my favorite holidays, Pi Day. The number pi, 3.14, March 14th. And this is my favorite holiday between New Year's and Easter, where I don't get a day off, because it involves pi. Yes, pi. And so the winner of the competition, this contest, will get pi. Not this kind of pie, but this kind of pie. But we're going to use this number, pi, to compose some songs here. Every student who participates in competition always does a great job in learning how to read music and understanding the basics of music, how it works and is put together, much better than anything else that they've ever done with just piano or just guitar or just their instrument, whatever they play. By writing stuff down, they understand it so much better. And in return, what they do is they excel even more on their instrument or their discipline. And so I wanted to encourage this exploration with composition through a little contest. And so I'm going to encourage my students to compose a melody and a composition based upon the sequence of the first 12 digits of pi. The first 12 numbers are 3.1415, sorry, 3.14159265359. How do you make a melody out of that? Well, it's actually easier than you might think. You go onto my website, m3creativeacademy.com, and I do have a little registration fee because it costs me a few dollars to put a new student into the Noteflight system that I use. And the cool thing about Noteflight is that they are able to then hear back what they compose. And so it's pretty cool in that sense. But once you register, you will get this packet. It has instructions for how to compose. It has websites that will help you compose, some videos that I've put together that will help you with creating melodies and compositions, as well as where to go to compose and things like that. Within a day of your registration, I'll set you up with an account on my Noteflight server so that it's private. The only person who is able to interact is me. And then you, at the end of the contest, you can submit your compositions to me as well. And then, of course, it has the contest rules. The second page, I have a worksheet that the students will do. And what it is, it's called a tone row worksheet. It's a simple way of assigning notes to certain numbers. So, for example, I created a tone row right here. For 3, I made it C. 1 is E. 4 is G. I get another 1, so I go back and I repeat E. 5 is B. 9 is D. F is, or 2 is F. 6 is A. I have 5 again, so that's another B. 3, again, that's C. 5, B again, and 9, which I already had, is D. And so the tone row that I made for this one, it sounds just plainly like this. Which you're thinking, like, how in the world am I going to make a melody with that? Well, you already have the notes written out for you. You already have the notes decided for you, so then you make a melody for it. And then the easy way to end it is you can end on the same note that you started on. So I'd end on a C. So all together. There we go. I made a little mistake there. And so what this worksheet does, you can create up to 4 tone rows on this one. It's all I could fit on here. You can print off more copies and make as many tone rows as you want. And then you go into Noteflight, which is a way to compose for students to compose really, really easy. It's just kind of clicking on the measure to where you want to get the note in there. You can even use an iPad, and it's actually super simple with an iPad. And you create compositions. The melody I just played, I actually will have that in there too. I have this example. And so you create your melody. And I did that for alto saxophone. And then I actually created an accompaniment too. And so altogether, it sounds something like this. That's what it sounds like. That actually sounds pretty musical, doesn't it? For being made up with this sequence of this irrational number pi. And so that's the joy of it. The notes are already chosen for you. You get to be playful with the rhythm and the rest in between, the space in between. You get to be creative with the harmonies and things like that. Example number 2, I did completely different. I made it pretty modern. So it sounds very different, doesn't it? Example 3 that you'll get in the packet is a very classical sounding thing. And then number 4 is actually a guitar melody. And so it's all fun stuff that you get to explore with and learn from too. That's the whole point. I realize I'm talking more to parents here, and you guys are going to help your kids sign up for this because you want them to learn and explore music, have an easier time learning their instrument, have more fun doing it. And this is a great way to just get them exploring music in a completely new way. The contest, you're probably wondering what the prizes are. Well, we're gonna have 2 age categories because it's not fair that like a 7-year-old is having to compete with like a 17-year-old. So the first age category is 7 to 11-year-olds, and then I have another age category, 12-year-olds through 17-year-olds. And so each category will have the prizes. So the grand prize for the best overall composition is going to be a $15 gift card to Polly's Pies, because, well, it's Pi Day, and if you just add an E, you get pie. And everyone loves pie. That's probably why I like Pi Day so much. I didn't even know about Pi Day until I was in high school, and I had a wonderful math teacher introduce us to this awesome celebration. Then I'll also have a runner-up in both categories, and they're going to get a $5 Menchie's gift card. And then I'll also have 2 honorable mentions in each category, and also every prize also comes with a free composition class through my website. That kind of teaches all the basic steps of composition and different elements to it and things like that, and it kind of walks everyone through step by step. And then all the songs that you guys compose, well, I'll feature them online too, so that you actually get to be heard in front of people, because that's that's why we make music. We did a recital last Friday, and people played their songs. Well, in composition, you have other people play your songs usually, and so in this case, I'll have the computer play it, which is nice. But that's the way. That's a nice added benefit to this composition, is that you don't have to worry about your technique and your skill and the hours and hours and hours of practice. You can just display your music for everyone to see with some ease. You're probably wondering, hey, can my kids actually do this? And yes, they totally can. This is not something that is completely foreign to them. If they're taking any kind of music lessons, or even in band or orchestra or choir even, and exploring music through this means is a super easy and accessible way to do it. Obviously, the composition that I just wrote there, that Pi Day composition, well, that comes with I have 30 some years of music experience under my belt, and so I'm using that, and I'm not competing in this one, and so it's going to be student compositions, and they're going to be enjoyable, they're going to be fun, they might be a little challenging sometimes, but hey, your kids can do this every single step of the way. I have instructions for them. I have a couple of videos on my website of how do I compose a Pi melody, and I have it all right there for you. It's real easy. I'll be putting a few more videos up as we go, on like some helpful tips for creating melodies, helpful tips for accompaniments, that kind of thing, so that they're not completely lost. And if you watch those, have your kids watch them, they can make sure that they are seeing those things happen, and they can really put them into their compositions. So register at m3creativeacademy.com, and once you pay, you'll be able to download the packet. You'll see the instructions, rules, you'll get the worksheets to help you out, and also the examples. I have a video of all my examples showed on the website as well. Within a day, I'll add you to my private Note Flight Studio, where you'll be able to just compose away. It's super easy. You just create a score, you choose what instrument you want to compose for, and it lays it all out for you right there. The winners will be announced on Pi Day, March 14th. That makes sense, right? And via my website and Facebook. Oh, and submissions for the Pi Day competition are due on March 11th. That way the judges have enough time to evaluate it, and we can be well organized with this. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this, or if you're just really, really excited about it. You think your kids will love this. You know, of all the students I've had who have done composition through my online studio, they absolutely love it. I know my own kids love it. They actually don't get to compete in the contest. I didn't think that'd be fair for them to be in there, because I think every single day they ask, hey, can I do online composition? And every single day they just love it. It's just a new way to sit down and just explore music, rather than having to play their instruments all the time, which they do love as well, and it's a lot of fun. And other students who I know have really, really enjoyed all these ideas. Yes, I see Christy Lou's kids. They said they beg for the online composition stuff. That's pretty awesome. I don't like that. So it's my wife, actually. That's why she says I'm cute. Oh boy. But yeah, anyways, so go online and sign up for this. This is just a great opportunity. We only have a couple weeks to do this. And I just want to really, really encourage you to do this. So m3creativeacademy.com. I have it listed on the front page, and register today. It's only costs $4. That's really not a whole lot. But again, I'm just trying to cover the cost for adding students into the online studio. It's a great opportunity for your kids to explore music in a completely new way. All right, so leave me questions in the comments. Share this with your friends. Let's get as many people on board with this as possible. And I will see you again for some other announcements later on. Bye-bye.